Ever wondered how top venture capitalists decide which founders to bet millions on? We've all heard the term product market fit, but what's not often discussed is that a big part of a VC's decision to back a founder rests on whether they feel good about founder market fit. It's because these VCs know that time is precious. For a founder to win, they have to understand something about the market opportunity they're going after, and there's no substitute for time. The time a person puts into deeply understanding a problem or industry before launching a business and seeking out venture funding is critical. Writer Malcolm Gladwell is credited with pointing out that it takes most people 10,000 hours of practice to become an expert in any given domain. Assuming you put in 40 hours per week of practice, that translates to roughly 5 years of work to gain the experiences you need to be an expert in a domain. And even then, you may not be anywhere close to being an outlier and the best in your field. 5 years is an eternity for VCs, so it makes sense that most would likely pass on putting money into a company where founders are still developing their skills and expertise. But it's not just about lived experience. Early stage investors look for people who've both lived the problems they are solving and have the drive to rethink and reshape the industries they have firsthand experience in. Those two traits make for a well-positioned founder that moves faster and makes less mistakes in the first few years of launching their business. In this video, we'll take a look at some founders that exemplify this concept. A restaurant IT director who began his time in the industry as a dishwasher, a 19-year-old driving new capabilities for companies like OpenAI, whose practical hands-on experience bested well-respected PhDs in the field of AI, or an ex-HSBC risk manager who mortgaged his home to tackle a topic that he studied closely on his own time. While headlines fixate on how expensive it may or may not be to train AI models, or how crypto is minting billionaires on paper, the smart money quietly stalks founders with deep domain expertise in a bid to leverage their experiences and ambitions to take over an industry. In an era where specialized knowledge trumps generalist business sensibilities, experts have a powerful advantage. Whether you're an industry expert summoning the courage to pursue your dream as a first-time founder, or an investor scouting the next big thing, these stories will help you identify the patterns in the domain experts that are being courted and backed by top VCs. Let's get into it. Science on Call. Over the last few years, TV shows like The Bear have brought audiences into the high stakes and grueling world of restaurants. What makes The Bear so entertaining is its ability to capture the anxiety restaurant owners and workers face every night to execute their operations flawlessly. If you've ever worked at a restaurant, you know the utter disarray that unfolds when there's an IT issue that keeps customers and kitchen staff waiting. That's precisely the problem that Science on Call addresses. Science on Call is revolutionizing how restaurants handle their IT challenges. Founded in 2020 by Andy Freevogel, Luisa Castellanos, and Ken Sang, this startup emerged from a founder's deep understanding of the restaurant industry's pain points. What makes their story interesting is how it started from Freevogel's journey from a dishwasher to an IT director at Intelligentsia Coffee, where he became fascinated with the complexity of a restaurant's tech stack. The founders identified a critical problem in the restaurant industry. When technology fails, revenue immediately stops. As Freevogel puts it, when our internet isn't working at home, we can go sit in Panera. But when a restaurant's internet stops working, they're losing money immediately. This risk is particularly acute given that 86% of US restaurant transactions, as well as 85% of global transactions, are now cashless. With US restaurant revenue reaching $1 trillion and global revenue at $1.25 trillion, technology failures put approximately $869 billion in US revenue and over $1 trillion in global revenues at risk. With restaurants juggling 10 to 12 different pieces of technology, from point-of-sale systems to online ordering platforms, the need for dedicated technical support has become increasingly evident. Their solution? A hybrid technology and services company offering subscription-based 24/7 tech support, specifically designed for restaurants. Think of it as having an AI-enhanced IT department on speed dial, ready to handle everything from internet outages to point-of-sale glitches, all through a simple text or phone call. What sets Science on Call apart is a platform that combines human expertise with proprietary data about possible technology fixes, compiled from hundreds of restaurants that have troubleshooted similar problems. The platform uses predictive modeling to automate responses to likely outage issues, allowing customers to solve common IT problems in minutes rather than hours. For example, when a restaurant reports a printer issue, the platform immediately identifies similar past cases based on an error code and provides field-proven solutions to respond to the problem. If the response is successful, Science on Call documents the fix, thereby continuously expanding their knowledge base about how to successfully address problems with that printer model and manufacturer. It's no wonder market response to their platform has been impressive. Starting with their first customer in June 2020, the company has grown to serve 45 different restaurant brands across 125 locations, including major names like Gregory's Coffee, Go Get 'em Tiger Coffee, and Pizza, and Primanti Brothers. This rapid growth caught the attention of York IE, a venture firm known for backing sustainable B2B SaaS companies with strong fundamentals. In September 2023, Science on Call secured $2.6 million in seed funding led by York IE, with participation from several other investors including Bread and Butter Ventures and RelishWorks Capital Investments. This came after an earlier $1.1 million pre-seed round, bringing the total funding to $4.32 million. The investment fits perfectly into York IE's strategy of backing pragmatic founders who take a thoughtful approach to capital and growth. What's noteworthy about the company is how it's grown efficiently, maintaining a lean team of around 16 employees that grew 23% last year, while focusing on sustainable unit economics. The pragmatic approach to growth that prioritizes an operational efficiency by better data about field responses over some rapid expansion of sales by a sales team that's simply pushing for more IT services onto cash-strapped restaurants that are already operating on thin margins attracted York IE and other investors to back Science on Call. The company isn't focused on growth at all costs. They're building a sustainable business that solves a real problem for the restaurant industry. Looking ahead, Science on Call plans to use their recent funding to expand product offerings and accelerate their go-to-market. With the restaurant industry becoming increasingly dependent on technology for everything from orders to inventory management, Science on Call is well positioned to become an indispensable partner, a partner that will help them keep their technology running smoothly so they can focus on serving their customers. Next up is Vivint, a company transforming the often overlooked but critical world of pre-sales, the technical experts who bridge the gap between sales and product teams, serving as a trusted advisor to buyers through product demonstration and evaluations. Founded in 2018, the company emerged from Matt Darrow's decade of experience at running pre-sales teams, including his time helping take Zora through its IPO. The idea came during a sabbatical in New Zealand with his wife and co-founder Dominique, where they shifted from vacation mode to spending 14 hours a day developing the initial business plan and code for what would become Vivint. Drawing from his decade-plus experience in sales engineering at companies like Big Machines and Zora, Matt identified a critical gap in the market. Despite pre-sales being the second largest department in many enterprises, there are no dedicated software tools to help these technical experts do their jobs effectively. This insight stuck with the couple as they traded their camper van for Airbnbs with Wi-Fi, and Matt began coding his first prototype while Dominique handled legal and branding. What makes Vivint particularly fascinating is how the founding team came together. After developing the initial concept in New Zealand, Matt and Dominique Darrow approached their longtime friend John Bruce, then at SignalFX, to be the first alpha customer. John, one of Pandora's first engineers, was so convinced by the vision that he left SignalFX to join as a co-founder, bringing deep technical expertise to complement Matt's pre-sales experience and Dominique's customer success background from Google. The team was complete when John's wife Claire, an accomplished lawyer who had previously run legal for a billion-dollar business, joined to handle operations. This unique combination of talents allowed them to bootstrap the company for 12 months before seeking outside capital. While their initial fundraising journey presented some challenges, the founding team's commitment to bootstrapping got them to deliver their first product and land their first 10 customers before seeking outside capital. Their persistence paid off, starting with strategic angel investors like Tyler Slow, CFO of Freshworks, and Godre Abel, CEO of G2. They went on to raise $131 million from top-tier investors including Unusual Ventures, Excel, Menlo Ventures, and Salesforce Ventures. The company managed this impressive fundraising despite being a category creator in a time when investments in unproven markets were facing heightened scrutiny. What sets Vivint apart is their AI-powered platform called Vivint One. It combines an SC Copilot with AI Assistant for pre-sales teams, with the Vivint Intelligence System built for over 3 million pre-sales activities. The platform helps bridge the gap between product and sales teams, enabling pre-sales professionals to influence product roadmaps and de-risk sales forecasts through data-driven insights. The timing couldn't be better, with Gartner research suggesting that buyers now prefer interfacing with technical experts over any other touch point, including websites, products, or traditional salespeople. Major clients like Snowflake are using Viven to drive consumption-based revenue by empowering their pre-sales teams with technical forecasting and product alignment tools. Zoom and Okta leverage the platform to automate demonstration, track win rates, and decrease sales cycles through an improved team operations and resource allocations. These companies have transformed their pre-sales teams from demo givers into strategic assets that influence product roadmaps and drive revenue-centric decisions. Unusual Ventures' investment in Viven's seed round proved particularly strategic. Led by John Veronis, the firm specializes in seed-stage investments and provides hands-on support beyond just capital. This aligned perfectly with Viven's goals, as they were creating a pre-sales management category of enterprise software, a space that G2 now formally recognizes and requires vendors to provide CRM integration, activity tracking, pipeline management, and resource allocation capabilities. While competitors like Salesforce, Outreach, and Clari have entered the market, Viven maintains its leadership position in this category, which has shown strong validation, with over 80% of companies implementing the solution in under 3 months. Looking ahead, Viven is positioned to fundamentally change how B2B selling works. Their vision is to make product expertise and technical knowledge the centerpiece of enterprise sales, replacing traditional sales-led approaches with a more transparent, product-centric buying experience. With strong revenue growth and backing from top investors, Viven is well on its way to making this vision a reality. The third company we're looking at is Cradlewise. When personal experience meets engineering expertise, transformative solutions are born. That's exactly what happened with Cradlewise, a revolutionary smart crib company founded by Radhika and Bharath Patil. Their journey from exhausted parents to innovative entrepreneurs showcases how the right mix of technical knowledge and lived experience can create game-changing technology. The story begins in 2014 with the birth of their first child. Like many new parents, the Patils found themselves struggling with sleepless nights. But unlike most parents, they had the technical expertise to do something about it. Radhika brought 8 years of semiconductor experience from Qualcomm and Marvell, while Bharath had developed sensor technology at Texas Instruments that led to 15 patents. Together, they saw an opportunity to revolutionize baby sleep. What sets Cradlewise apart is their methodical approach to solving this universal parenting challenge. Before diving into development, Radhika personally interviewed over 200 parents through an infant sleep survey. This validation process confirmed their hypothesis. Existing smart sleeper products were reactive rather than proactive, and they only activated after babies started crying and were already fully awake. The technical innovation behind Cradlewise is impressive. Using Snapdragon hardware development kits and sophisticated 3D time-of-flight sensors, they created a crib that would detect early signs of a baby waking and automatically start soothing them back to sleep. This proactive approach was revolutionary in the smart nursery space. The market has taken notice. In 2021, Cradlewise secured a $7 million seed round led by Footwork, with participation from prominent investors including Stitch Fix founder Katrina Lake. What's particularly interesting is how the investors bought more than just capital. Lake's experience in direct-to-consumer markets and understanding of parenting needs helped shape Cradlewise's go-to-market strategy. The numbers tell a compelling growth story. The company has achieved an astounding 8,600% 5-year search growth and currently generates about $10 million in annual revenue. They've expanded their team to 70 people across offices in the San Francisco Bay Area and Bangalore, demonstrating their ability to scale while maintaining product quality. But perhaps the most telling is that the market that they're disrupting has been valued at $368 million in 2023 and is projected to reach $600 million by 2031. Cradlewise is positioning itself as a category-defining company in this space, similar to what Nest did for thermostats or Peloton for fitness equipment. What makes Cradlewise particularly interesting is their approach to product evolution. Like Tesla, they've built a product that improves over time through software updates, creating lasting value for customers while building a strong competitive moat. This combination of hardware excellence and software innovation has helped them establish a unique position in the market. The CradleWise story demonstrates how personal pain points, when combined with deep technical expertise and strategic investment, can create breakthrough solutions to transform an industry. From their initial homemade prototype to their current position as a venture-backed leader in the smart nursery space, they've shown that sometimes the best innovations come from solving your own problems. ClimateX. Next up, we have ClimateX, a company that's revolutionizing how businesses understand and prepare for climate risks. Founded in 2019 by Lucky Ahmed and Camille Cluza, this startup's journey is a testament to the power of persistence and personal conviction. What makes their story particularly fascinating is that it started with Ahmed remortgaging his house just to keep the company afloat and pay early employees. But let's rewind a bit to understand how all this began. Ahmed's path to entrepreneurship was anything but conventional. Unlike many tech founders, he didn't attend university. Instead, he worked his way up from a retail and call center job to eventually leading stress testing and risk transformation programs at HSBC Bank. It was during a consulting stint in New York where everything changed. Meeting entrepreneurs who had never taken a paycheck from an employer flipped a switch in his mind about what was possible. The idea for ClimateX emerged from a simple yet profound observation. If you knew property would face increasing wildfire risks over the next decade, would you pay the same price for it today? This question led Ahmed and his co-founder Cluza to discover that the existing climate risk data wasn't good enough to make crucial financial decisions. Drawing from their combined 30 years of risk management experience, they set out to build something better. What they created is remarkable. A digital twin of Earth called Spectra that uses over 500 trillion data points to project the probability of extreme weather events and their impact on properties and infrastructure. The platform can model 16 different climate hazards across 8 warming scenarios, providing unprecedented insight into future risks. This isn't just pretty visualizations, it's about helping financial institutions make better decisions about billions of dollars in assets. ClimateX has shown strong momentum in fundraising since its founding. After an initial seed round totaling $6.9 million, the company secured $18 million in Series A funding in June of 2024, led by Google Ventures, with participation from investors including Playa Blue Dot, Commerce Ventures, and Western Technology Investment. This fundraising success demonstrated significant market validation, with the round bringing their total funding to approximately $24 million since 2020. As of 2024, ClimateX are working with clients totaling over $6.5 trillion in combined assets under management, including major names like Legal & General, CBRE, and Virgin Money. Their platform has become the go-to solution for financial institutions needing to understand and price climate risks into their portfolios. What sets them apart is their glass box methodology. Unlike the black boxes common in the industry, ClimateX ensures customers can understand and trust the data they are using. The timing couldn't be better. With extreme weather events increasingly making headlines and regulators demanding better climate risk assessment, ClimateX is positioned at the intersection of urgent need and technological innovation. The climate adaptation market is estimated to be worth around $2 trillion according to the World Economic Forum, and ClimateX is leading the charge in making this market more transparent and data-driven. Looking ahead, the company is expanding globally with a particular focus on Europe, North America, and the Asia-Pacific region. They've already opened an office in New York and are continuing to enhance their platform with additional data sources and capabilities. It's a remarkable journey from a remortgaged house to becoming one of the world's fastest-growing providers of climate risk analytics, demonstrating how personal conviction combined with deep expertise can create transformative solutions for some of our most pressing global challenges. Scale AI. The last company we're covering might be the most important AI company few people outside of venture and tech have ever heard of. While OpenAI and Anthropic grab headlines with their chatbots and large language models, Scale AI works behind the scenes as an essential infrastructure powering the entire AI industry. Think of them as the picks and shovels of the AI gold rush. They're the company that's solving one of AI's most fundamental challenges, the need for high-quality training data. Without their work, those headline-grabbing AI models simply wouldn't exist. Founded in 2016 by Alexander Wang, Scale AI has quietly become the backbone of AI development, providing the critical data foundation that companies like OpenAI, Microsoft, and Meta rely on to train some of their most advanced AI systems. If OpenAI and Anthropic are the architects of artificial intelligence, Scale AI is the company manufacturing the building blocks they use to construct the future. Wang, the company's founder, came from a Chinese immigrant family of physicists that worked at Los Alamos. As a teen, he was contributing solutions to complex AI problems on Quora, and at age 15, his solutions were besting those provided by PhD level experts. When most teenagers were worried about college applications, Wang was already thinking about the fundamental challenges holding back AI development. At 19, Wang made the bold decision to drop out of MIT and co-found Scale AI. He had identified a critical bottleneck in AI development that no one else was effectively addressing: the need for high-quality label training data. What makes Scale AI particularly fascinating is their hybrid approach to solving this problem. Instead of relying solely on automation or human labor, they've built an infrastructure that combines both employing a remarkable workforce of 240,000 people across multiple countries. Think of it as an orchestration of human intelligence and machine learning algorithms offering three distinct labeling approaches: automated, human-only, and human-in-the-loop. The market has responded enthusiastically to their solution. Starting with a modest $120,000 seed round in 2016, Scale AI's funding journey reads like a startup fairy tale. The company quickly gained traction, securing larger rounds with each milestone. $4.5 million in Series A, $100 million in Series C, making them a unicorn, and culminating with a massive $1 billion Series F round in May of 2024 that valued the company at $13.8 billion. Total funding now stands at $1.6 billion, with investors including tech giants like Amazon, Meta, and Intel Capital all backing the company. But what really put Scale AI on the map is their strategic partnerships. In April 2024, they announced a game-changing collaboration with OpenAI, becoming their preferred fine-tuning partner for GPT 3.5 models. This isn't just another partnership, it's a validation of Scale AI's approach to data quality and security. The collaboration is set to expand with GPT-4 fine-tuning capabilities in the fall of 2024, further cementing their position as a critical infrastructure provider to the AI ecosystem. The timing of Scale AI's rise couldn't be better. As artificial intelligence adoption accelerates across industries, the demand for high-quality training data has skyrocketed. Their platform has become an essential infrastructure for nearly every major foundation model in the industry, serving three distinct markets: research labs, enterprise clients, and public sector users. Major clients like Microsoft, Meta, and even the US Department of Defense rely on Scale AI's infrastructure to build their AI development needs. Looking ahead, Scale AI is positioning itself at the forefront of AI innovation. Wang, who became the world's youngest self-made billionaire at 24, with a net worth of an estimated $2 billion as of July 2024, remains focused on the company's mission to accelerate human progress through AI. With their recent expansion in areas like AI-generated product imagery through Catalog Forge and a large language model application via Spellbook, Scale AI is demonstrating that they are not just riding the AI wave, but they are helping to shape its future. The Scale AI story showcases how identifying and solving a fundamental industry problem, combined with flawless execution and perfect timing, can create extraordinary value. From a teenage prodigy's vision to a $13.8 billion company empowering the AI revolution, Scale AI exemplifies the transformative potential of focusing on foundational infrastructure that can make innovation possible. To wrap up, top venture investors prefer domain experts because they bring a unique combination of deep industry knowledge, credibility, and strategic foresight that significantly increases a startup's chances of success. Here are the 6 reasons why. 1. Deep industry knowledge gives them home field advantage. Domain expert founders have years or decades of experience in their field, allowing them to identify market gaps and build innovative solutions that outsiders might miss. They understand customer pain points firsthand, and this leads them to more effective product market fit. Examples of this in the wild are Veeva Systems' Peter Gassner, whose ex-IBM and Salesforce experience disrupted the pharma CRM industry because he knew the space inside and out. 2. Faster execution and fewer mistakes. Founders with deep experience know what works and what doesn't, avoiding costly trial and error mistakes. They already speak the industry's language, making it easier to gain early traction, navigate regulatory hurdles, and hire the right people. Examples of this in the wild include Moderna's leadership team, who had deep biotech backgrounds, allowing them to move quickly in getting acceptance for an mRNA vaccine. 3. Credibility wins with investors and customers. Investors trust founders with industry experience because they're more likely to execute well and attract top talent. Customers trust domain experts more, leading to faster sales cycles and higher enterprise adoption. An example of this is Databricks, that found early adoption with AI researchers and data scientists that were already leading engineering efforts at top enterprise companies. 4. Insiders speed up access to capital. Experienced founders have strong industry connections, making it easier to form early partnerships and close strategic deals. They often attract angel investors and advisors from within their industry, who further validate and support the business. An example of this is OpenAI gaining backing from Microsoft, largely due to its leadership team's credibility in AI research. 5. Tactfully navigate complex markets. Some industries, like healthcare, fintech, and defense, are highly regulated and difficult to enter. Domain experts know how to tactfully navigate these barriers, giving their startup a sustainable moat. An example of this is Stripe, that succeeded in the fintech space largely because of their deep knowledge of the payment infrastructure and its complexities. 6. Attract high-conviction VCs. VCs look for asymmetrical advantages. If a founder has spent 10 years solving a specific problem, they have an unfair edge over a generalist entrepreneur. A domain expert's long-term vision signals high conviction, making them more resilient through market downturns. An example of this is Elon Musk with both SpaceX and Tesla. Both of these ventures were underestimated early, but when they were surrounded with deep technical expertise and leading investors that were willing to make a big bet before traction, the companies took off. So does this mean generalist founders can't succeed? No, of course not. Generalist founders like Mark Zuckerberg and Brian Chesky succeeded, and they did so by surrounding themselves with domain experts, by moving extremely fast and having a learning mindset, and by building a platform business with great network effects, where industry knowledge is less critical. But in complex, high barrier entries, domain expert founders have a major advantage, making them a top choice for elite VC firms. And there you have it. We've covered 5 companies reshaping their industries by fusing deep domain expertise with breakthrough solutions. From Science on Call revolutionizing restaurant tech support, to Vivint transforming B2B sales, to CradleRise rethinking baby sleep, and to ClimateX forecasting climate risks, and Scale AI powering the future of artificial intelligence. What makes these stories stand out isn't just the tech itself, but it's the founders' first-hand experience with the problems they were solving. Whether it's a former restaurant IT director, a semiconductor engineer turned parent, or a teenager who foresaw AI infrastructure's needs, these leaders prove that industry expertise plus innovation can create extraordinary impact. Now, which of these ventures do you think has the best potential to transform its market? Or do you know of a similar story of a deep domain industry expert fueling innovation? Please do let us know in the comments, and we hope you've enjoyed these insights. Subscribe for more coverage of companies shaping our future. Until next time, keep innovating, and remember, sometimes the best solutions come from solving your own problems first.